the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Happy Pride, Maurie. Happy Pride. I hear you in there. I hear you.
How are we celebrating?
Are you wearing white pants today for Pride, Maurie?
I don't own white pants.
What are you talking about?
I've never owned white pants.
Hold on here. Mocha, how many pairs of white pants do you own? One. Shem?
I own at least 3.
Yeah.
And I got shorts, by the way.
I got 5.
Yeah.
I got 5 pairs of white pants. 3 of them are tight.
I don't even have white shorts. I own white nothing.
Wait a second. You don't own, how do you not own a pair of white pants?
When would I wear white pants?
Come on.
Pride one?
I don't think white pants would look good on me.
I
at all.
do. You don't think so?
With my big butt?
Well, you got that ginger beard? Like, white looks great.
Oh, I can go get white pants.
I think, man, that's shocking to me.
Yeah,
that
you
don't
go to
have
like
you don't have
H&M or
white
Le
pants.
Chateau.
I don't think Le Chateau's still around.
Well, you can if you look hard enough, you can find it, Maury.
Facts.
Okay. You may have to drive though.
Yeah,
you know.
north.
Yeah, there's one up there somewhere. I know there is. There has to be.
Do some leather white pants.
No.
I used to buy everything at Le Chateau.
No.
Shows.
You look like a Le Chateau model.
You need white pants for this month.
Yeah,
Aren't they see-through?
man. No,
What?
no. I have 2 pairs of white jeans.
White jeans.
Yeah. Love
there
them
you
a
go.
lot.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go to the Levi's store, man.
Yeah. I love my white jeans, dude.
They make you look fancy.
They
I find.
do.
You know? Like you're like almost rich.
Yes,
I don't
thank
know.
you,
I have-
Shem. You know what, Shem? You nailed it.
Right?
You absolutely nailed it. I feel extravagant when I wear white pants.
Matthew says I only look good in black stuff.
First of all, that's a comment about weight and not fashion. We know that, right? Come on now. We know that. But I do. I feel like opulent, like extravagant, like I'm in Saint-Tropez
Yes.
or Monaco or like yes, you're right. I feel rich.
And
Yeah,
because
more-
you wear flip-flops,
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you.
Are you confusing white and linen?
No. Well, what do you mean?
What?
White is a color. Linen is a fabric.
No, but are you thinking linen when you think extravagant and sandals and apropos?
No, I have white linen pants. I got white denim. I got white everything.
Can you go to Levi's store today and buy white?
With what
Pants?
money?
What? Don't you make extra during Pride Month?
Man.
Wait, people. I need to talk to my people.
What people?
What people?
H&R Block?
It's us. You're talking to us right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like my circle of gay.
Oh, yeah.
Who's in your circle of gay?
I have many a circle
No,
of gay.
you don't.
You're such a
No,
liar.
you don't.
Bro, stop making stuff
No,
up.
I have
you don't.
Trevor. I have George.
Yeah,
Those
right.
are the most made up names ever.
Okay, hold on. I know how
My
to figure
cousin
it.
Billy.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You mean George? When you say friend George, you mean the guy who works at the gym that you stalk on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not your
I can
friend.
That's
ask
not
him.
your friend.
Okay, Trevor
He
is a
stopped
friend.
following you because you're so weird.
Trevor is my friend. He told me when I hit on him once, he told me he was straight.
Was
Once.
he though?
No.
So, okay, how long ago was this?
Oh, God.
In what year?
In the 90s. I like,
So you're still friends with Trevor from the 90s?
yes.
When was the last time you talked to Trevor from the 90s?
We DM often, but we used to hang out. We would
We-
drip hot wax on each other.
No,
Are
you
you?
didn't.
Do you
You're such
DM
a
him?
liar.
Do you DM him?
swear to God.
He sees the messages and doesn't reply.
He clicks like.
Okay, so you're two friends that you named.
My cousin Billy
Yeah, all right. When was the last time you talked to Billy?
at Passover.
When was
Which was when?
Passover?
What was that, like April?
You tell us.
yeah, I
And then
know that.
prior to April, when was the last time you saw Billy?
Previous April? This is my circle.
So many good
Such
friends.
such a tight circle.
Happy Pride, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Jays are going to let Maurie pitch.
What?
What is going on, Maurie? I was trying to figure out what you were trying to tell me because Maury's been like so full of secrets, and that
Always
he's
is.
like always is so many secrets. So what is going on with you and the Jays? What's happening? Explain this.
So it's so awesome that the Jays every year for their Pride event, they always try and do something cool. They love including me in the stuff they do. Last year, I got to install the Pride bases with my dad.
Yeah.
And this year, I got a phone call from the Jays saying, we have a really cool idea. We would love for you, for Pride Day, on your birthday, to throw out the first pitch.
And remind me again when your birthday is?
August.
June 10th.
Sorry.
June 10th.
Oh, June 10th.
June 10th.
Oh, come on.
Your clue is in Pride.
Okay, so right. So yes. Okay, so June 10th, you are throwing out the first pitch. This is a big deal, though, because as you said, I remember last year when you and your dad did the Pride bases, it was like an incredibly emotional night for you.
I just love the idea of making my dad proud. Like I just think he's been so supportive, and sharing in these moments with him is just the coolest thing ever. He's the first person I always think of when these things come up.
Do you have to go out solo, or can you bring somebody out to the mound with you?
I probably could, but I wanted to just do it myself.
Yeah. Who's going to be there with you?
So it'll be my dad, Donna, and Kyle, Daniel, and Matthew.
What did your dad say when you told him?
I've not told anybody.
Oh, you haven't told anybody
No,
yet?
this is the first I verbally said it out of my mouth.
Oh, wow.
As opposed to verbally saying it out of your eyes.
Do you want to call your dad and tell him now, or no? You want to wait and do that
No,
privately?
I would love to. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I would absolutely love to tell my dad.
You want to do that now?
Can we?
Yeah, I love having Frank on the show, man.
You have reached the personal voice message of Frank Sherman.
You want to just do it on? You want to do it on voicemail, or it's too special?
No, it's too special.
Oh, let me try again. Oh, no.
You have reached the personal voice message.
Oh my! Hang on. It might have like the privacy thing set.
This is like such a Frank thing, too. This is going the exact way I thought it would.
Come on.
Hey, can your phone? We can't reach you. Can I text you a number to call us right away?
No, just tell him to answer the phone. Pick up the damn phone.
No, he has the setting where it doesn't answer for unknown callers.
Oh.
I'm going to text you the phone number ASAP. Thank you. He's literally the worst with phones. Well, what's taking so long? Thank you. Hurry.
Okay, now they're fighting.
Oh, my God. This is going to be great.
Now they're fighting.
He's like, I'm trying to dial the number. There you go.
Yo, Frank, it's Roz and Mocha.
Good morning.
How are you, buddy?
What's going on?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Congratulations on the racer, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Frank. Yes.
Putting it out there, just putting it out. And you have to have a rematch there, Shem.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Frank.
Ow.
I don't know. I think that Mocha probably tripped you on the way or something.
I see it.
What
Bro,
the hell's
there's
going on
video
here?
evidence.
I
This
like
is
you,
not
Frank.
about.
You want to do a deep dive combo into what happened in this race between Shem and I and how I won?
Frank's the
Happy
best.
to do so.
Look at what I unleashed here. Holy mackerel.
I know, Frank. I know. But we do have business to take care of here, Frank. Maurie has been hanging on to something that he just let us know on the show, and we had asked how you reacted to this news, and he had said that you didn't know yet, and we were like, well, you want to tell Frank right now? And Maurie was like, yes, absolutely. So, damn it, Maurie, your father, damn it, Maurie.
Okay, so you know that it's Pride Month, right? Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride.
So you know that whenever I get the chance to do something for Pride, I just think that it's so important to me that I experience these moments with you, right? And
Right.
I'm wondering if we can move my birthday celebrations to the Sunday, because I would love for you to be with me when I'm at the Jays game, throwing out the first pitch. I want to be able to look at you when I do such an important thing for the city and for Canada.
If you're looking at me, am I going to be the back catcher or something?
God, I love you, Frank.
I thought this was me being part of it or something like that. I got a back hatch, I guess. Mind you, then again, I should only be about 2 feet away from the pitcher's mound.
Is it just me, or did he just completely ruin that moment?
He's just roasting you.
He's
just roasting you.
He made it better, bro. Embrace the moment. This is
I'm trying
special
to
right
make
here.
a cool moment here.
Yes.
And you
Not
did,
Frank,
sir.
Frank, you just keep making it cool, Frank.
You want to watch Maurie throw out the first pitch? Your son, Damon Maurie, throw out the first pitch at a Jays game on his actual birthday?
During Pride?
Yeah, that'll be really exciting.
Yes. Okay. So more?
I think it'd be an honor, yes.
Okay.
I just, he is, honestly, Frank is the best Pride dad ever. It is so cool that he loves doing this stuff.
Well, wait a minute. What about the rest of the family over here that we're going to celebrate the...
okay. Yes, I have tickets for everybody. Everybody's going to the game.
Okay,
This was about you and me for a moment, but yes, everyone's going.
Oh, okay, so the family of 4. Okay, well, we only talked about you and I.
It's five actually.
Yeah,
If you want to include me, it's 5. You ass.
It's a family of 5.
Well, you're
May I sit with you?
And also, if anybody listening to this right now would like to sit and watch this awkwardness, it would be beautiful. Are we giving away tickets, Maury?
All next week, we're going to be giving away tickets for people to see me
I may call in to try and win some.
throw out the first pitch on my
I
birthday.
got a very large street that I live on.
Yo, Frank looking for the hookup now.
All right.
Oh, man.
So there we go. Again, it's Pride Night at the Jays game, Saturday, June 10th. It is also Damon Moore's birthday, with the great honor of throwing out the first pitch. Frank, thank you so much for joining us on the show. As always, happy Pride.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Right
Yeah,
on.
happy Pride there, guys.
Okay.
All right, so what? Starting Monday, we'll give away tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
perfect.
Oh, wait a minute. Is
What?
Matthew not going?
Matthew can't make it.
Okay, we're back to 5.
Yeah, we can discuss all that after.
Yeah, we can work out the logistics off the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Frank.
It's been always fun. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Mariah. How are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show. We understand you have a question. Go for it.
Yes. My question was, have any of you guys ever sent a text or any kind of message to the wrong person?
Ooh, have you?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, like just, hey, you're looking to just chat with one person or get a message to one person that's like nothing, or was this like something that they should not have seen?
A little bit of both. There's been 2 specific times where it's been something that they probably shouldn't have seen.
Ooh, let's talk about those 2 times.
Okay. So the first one, it wasn't a text message. It was actually on Snapchat. I was still in university at the time, so Snapchat was still pretty popular.
Uh-huh.
My roommates and I had a girls' night out, so there were some drinks involved. And when I got home, I thought it would be a good idea to send a photo to my boyfriend at the time. And it turned out that I never actually sent it to him. I sent it to one of my coworkers.
Oh, no. What was the photo? What was the photo?
Oh.
It's something that you wouldn't really want. anyone other
sure.
than your boyfriend to see.
Was the coworker a man or a woman?
It was the woman.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, not
wow.
that makes it any better, but
No, I know. And we weren't really close. So
Oh, no. So what did they say in response? Did they actually reply?
she sent like the wide eye emojis, but not like the cute, like flirty wide eye emoji. It was like the scared wide eye emoji.
And what did you say back?
And then she continued. She's like, I'm assuming that wasn't for me. And I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry you had to like open and see that.
And then what was the other time?
Last year, me and my best friend were having some issues with a specific person who wasn't really saying the kindest things about us.
Uh-huh.
So we were kind of just talking about that, and we were sending each other screenshots of like the things that had been said.
Yeah.
So when I was taking the screenshots, instead of leaving the conversation with that specific person and going back to the messages with my friends, I accidentally sent it to the person that we were talking about.
Saying what? What was your message?
So it was just screenshots of what they had said to us. And then the message that I followed up with was like, yeah, like, I'm so over it.
Oh,
We don't deserve this.
And what did she say back?
Honestly, I think we just both, same kind of situation. Like, I didn't really address it because I was like, there's no way to come back from that. I'm just going to let it
go.
be. But no, as soon as I noticed I did that, my heart like dropped to my butt. And I was like, what did I just do?
Oh, it's such a terrible feeling. It is such a terrible feeling. Maurie, you've done this before, I'm sure.
No, I've not.
You have not?
No. I am so good at purposely when I'm typing something, I don't put anyone in the twos of the text or anything like that until I triple check. Have I read it? Who is it going to? Then I hit send, because this is my biggest fear.
Right. However, don't you remember what did we bust you on, Maurie? Maurie forwarded me. I accused Maurie of not doing something. Wasn't it this? And then you forwarded me what you claimed was the proof that you did it, but you altered the previous message.
That's not what we're talking about here. Mariah can call back and ask that question.
Busted. That was recent. Too.
Yeah, I know.
That was like within the last 12 months.
It was 2 years ago.
No. And because I said I wasn't on it, and he went into the forwarded email and like added my email address.
Did a little copy and paste.
Yeah, did like a copy and paste to be like, it was sent. It was sent.
I don't think I've ever written someone something that, like, I mean, not to make you feel bad, Mariah. Like, I've accidentally messaged someone who's got a similar name, but like nothing bad, right?
Right.
Like in my phone, there's one guy named Jesse and then a girl named Jess. And I went to message, and it's happened a bunch of times where I meant to send something to Jesse, and I would type out the text, and I would hit like JES, and it would autofill just to the first person, to Jess, and that message would go to her, and then she'd be like, "What?"
But you're nice though. Like, you would never say anything bad though. You know what I mean? Like, you don't. You know, like, I don't know if you would do that. Like, I don't know if you sit on your phone and trash somebody with somebody else.
I ain't got time for that.
No.
What about you? Have you ever accidentally?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh.
I was having a conversation it was during one of my contract negotiations years ago, and I was having a big long conversation back and forth with my lawyers, and in the middle of it, they needed info from my boss at the time. And so they had a conversation going on with my boss within this thread of this email. And then they forwarded me their response. And I hit reply all to the one that had the boss on it. I laid out like my entire strategy of what I thought that we should do as our next move.
Oh my God, you idiot.
And I said stuff like, this is how you handle these people. And yeah. I'm like, I've been here for years. Right? I'm not effing doing that.
The only thing that comes close to that is at another radio station I worked at, we had got this new boss, and this new guy kind of irritated me. Like, he's a really nice guy, and we get along now, but at the time, I was pissed off that he was my new boss. And in meetings, like one-on-one meetings, he would always want to show me like YouTube videos. Right. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm too busy.
Yes.
And I went to send an email to another coworker to be like, yo, this jabroni's sitting in here, and we're supposed to start this meeting 20 minutes ago, and all he's doing is showing me these friggin' YouTube videos.
Yep.
Right? Like, I got work to do.
Yeah.
And then I hit send, and I immediately thought, because I typed his name in the body of the email, I was like, for a split second, I was like, did I just send that to him?
Yeah.
And then I had to go to my sent folder, realized I didn't.
Oh, thank God.
And went back to being pissed off instead of worried.
Okay.
Oh, damn, that would have been such a cool story had you sent it to him.
I guess, Mariah, maybe I'm sort of with you on this.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened since, right, Mariah?
No, now if it's something that I know for a fact I don't want sent to the wrong person, I'll write it in my notes, copy and paste it, slowly write out the name of who I want it to go to, paste it, then send.
Yes.
Smart.
It's been a lot better.
Yes, I know. I'm very careful too. I'm very careful with stuff.
Mariah, that was great. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
At the beginning of every single month, we look back at the previous month in the form of song. Shem, executive producer of the Roz and Mocha Show, for the past 17 months now, has put together tracks to look back at some of the big events that have happened in the world, pop culture, the Roz and Mocha Show, and compiled not only a song, but music video as well. Which I think, is the video out now? Or
Video's out,
the video's,
and it's got to be the most ambitious one
Really?
yet. And song. Yeah, it's the longest one that we've done. Big shout out to the digital team here at KISS and the people who helped produce it, because it's not just me. But yeah, it was.
So how long did it take for you to, when did you start writing this particular one? 'Cause I know it kind of varies every month, right?
Yeah, I started to write this on the 22nd of the month.
Oh, okay.
And then I finished it about 3 days afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's always touch and go, right? Because you never know, things happen last minute. Like it did last March with Will Smith getting handsy with Chris Rock's face.
Oh,
that changed things.
It did, I guess.
That changed things.
Right,
that happened towards the end of the month. But yeah, you take a chance. So
Okay. And would you say that this was the most challenging for you? I know we always ask that question, but like by
Yes.
comparison to the other 16 that you've written.
there are a lot of things that happened this month. This is probably the busiest of the 17 recaps that I've done.
Wow.
Really?
You must love when the month is only 28 days.
Oh man.
February? No, but still a lot happened in February.
Yeah,
A lot goes on.
There was a lot
All right.
that happened this month.
Well, as we look back for the month of May, this is Shem from the Roz and Mocha Show with your May recap.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Love it already.
We had Mother's Day, the writer's strike, Vanderpump Rules, what a show. Oh, Gordon Lightfoot passed away, and I can't believe Succession said goodbye. Damn, Martha, so fine. And Sharon won his lawsuit. Jamie Foxx, we pray for you. King Charles had his coronation. Be smart, John Morant. Donald Trump was found guilty. Some 41 said bye. Guess what? We're recapping May.
Let's talk LeBron James. He may move on. Taylor on tour like Beyonce. You know, paparazzi. Chase Terry and Meghan NYC. Chris Brown, Usher fight. The Leafs said goodbye.
Just before we get to June, we will recap May for you. Abel went and drops the weekend. Tina simply the best. No more touring for Miley. Taylor's fans hate her guy. Guess what? We're recapping May.
Shami, mom loves you, but there's you're in no shape to run anywhere but to the bathroom.
Come on, Shamroy, you can barely walk. That's a joke.
Now on race day, I did not have fun, you see. Yes, Mocha.
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 I am the winner!
Yeah, he beat me.
Nah, I got screwed. Hell, I was injured too. Man, this is bull.
Okay.
I want my rematch.
Settle down.
Cause just trust me, I'm so fed up. Tom Sandoval is a douche. One girl's not enough for you. Make I got so weird again. Cockroaches, damn. Little Mermaid finally. Halle Bailey's just right. So guess what? We're done with May.
Wow.
That was by far your best recap ever.
I know why you liked it. Jeez.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Shem out here causing problems on the internet yesterday.
Oh no, what'd you do?
Oh, what?
Something that he posted on Instagram at Shem, by the way. Now you may want to sit out of this convo, Roz, because I know you're going to get heated.
Oh, okay.
But Shem posted a photo, right? And it said, y'all keep this in the fridge or nah? And it's a bottle of Heinz ketchup.
Oh. Gross.
And all Shem wrote was, I'm just trying to see something, right? And then the comments were coming in. Based on what I see here, Shem, correct me if I'm wrong, though, majority of people are saying they keep their ketchup in the fridge.
Yeah, and people are like angry.
Yeah.
Like it was a stupid question to ask. It's not really that dumb. Restaurants don't keep ketchup in the fridge.
They do at night.
How do you know?
What? They're working on.
How do you know?
What?
When I worked there.
So you mean, like, if there's ketchup on the table, they walk around, they take all the condiments off the table and go put them in the fridge?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
You knew that for 100% fact.
Yes.
Every single restaurant out there.
Yes.
But then they keep it all day.
Not every restaurant, though.
I don't think so, Maurie.
I've been to restaurants where they don't. Because you walk by when they're closed and it's still on the table in that little carousel.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I had to put it away.
But how long ago was that? When did you work there?
Oh, like in the 90s when I worked at Kukuru's Chicken.
Okay, so the 90s.
Okay, so Kukuru's Chicken in the 90s put the ketchup in the fridge at night. We know
There
that.
you go.
Yes, after you open it, you have to put it in the fridge. After opening, fridge 100%. After I open it, it goes in the fridge. There are literally enough preservatives in there to keep a corpse from rotting. I'm not putting cold ketchup on my food. And then that's the other thing. A lot of people were like, no, I'm not even putting cold ketchup on my hot-ass food.
We always, growing up, the ketchup was always in the fridge. But I think that was just because, like, where else would you put it? Like, the bottle was always, like, an awkward height that it couldn't go with the mugs. We didn't, like, have a big-ass kitchen with a pantry. Like, we didn't have any of that stuff. So the
And you're not
ketchup...
going to leave it on the countertop.
No, because, like, all those things just went in the fridge. Like, the barbecue sauce went in the fridge. Like, the mustard was in the fridge. The mayo was in the... Like, everything was just on that one spot on the door.
We've only ever kept our condiments in the fridge.
Yeah.
Even now, ketchup goes in the fridge after you open it.
Do you guys put hot sauce in the fridge? I know people who do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hot sauce. I keep all my hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
sauce?
Yeah.
Nah, I want my hot sauce hot.
Yeah.
Or
Somebody
warm.
said, I keep it in the cabinet. I know it says refrigerate after opening, but I called the company years ago and they said it's fine to stay out in room temp. Restaurants don't refrigerate mustard or ketchup. So just so y'all know. This person went as far as calling
I don't believe
Heinz.
that. I don't believe they called Heinz.
I think they did.
Let me just call Heinz here and then just settle this debate.
I bet you.
From the website, it says ketchup will last for a year if unopened, but once opening and exposed to air, its quality will start to deteriorating. If
Will
not
start to what?
refrigerated. Start to deteriorating if not refrigerated.
If what?
Yeah, but
If
you know what
not
fixes
what?
that, though? Just a good shake.
Yeah,
Right?
totally.
A good
After
shake.
you open it, it goes straight to the fridge.
What's worse? What's worse? Let me ask you this. Okay? What is a bigger pisser offer? When you have something that you want to put ketchup on, and what comes out first is like 4 tablespoons of just water.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
ketchup water.
Yeah.
Or is when you're getting ready to put mustard on something, and what comes out first is like
The mustard water?
the mustard water. Which is a bigger ruiner?
I think mustard water is the bigger ruiner.
I agree with you.
Yeah, mustard water for sure.
Yeah.
And it happens so many times.
Oh.
If you forget to shake.
I got this new bottle of, I don't know what it is. I don't know where we got it. It's like a new, they're always reinventing the way that the hole in the top, right? I used to love the old hole. It was fine. It was efficient, right? The new hole, they've put like these flap things over it now. And you have to squeeze too hard to get something out. So that first glob that comes out now is always too much. Right?
What
and then
flap things?
So it's like it's
You wouldn't know, Maurie.
it's not a hole. What it is, it's like a hole that has like a centerpiece in it that has like another smaller hole, and you have to push it so hard that the mustard then has to force its way through
the clear
the
hole.
hole. Yes, the clear hole, right?
Yes, I've
and
seen
so
those.
now the first glob of mustard is always too big, and then so I have to use less at the end. Like if I'm putting it on a wiener, I have to use less at the end and then smear it down so it's all even, right?
We're talking about mustard, right?
Shut up.
You sound lazy to me, man.
Lazy. No, come on now. I'm not mustard lazy.
So you're Roz, real quick. Let's go around the room. You are.
I listen. I
condiments where?
keep ketchup in the fridge for guests and guests only. But yeah, it's in there. It's in the fridge. 'cause
Yeah,
why
Maurie?
not?
Everything goes in the fridge.
Everything. Shem.
I normally keep it out.
normally keep it out, but at night you put it away like Maurie did at Kookaroos back in the 90s?
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is, got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Adam, hello. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hey, Shem. I'm sorry, Mom. Hi, Mocha. How are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Kind of nervous.
Yeah. Why are you nervous? Why are you here?
I'm finally moving out, and I have no idea what I'm in for.
All right. You wrote us this, Adam. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. Can I get some tips on moving out late in life? What should I worry about the most? Is moving out late in life normal? How old are you?
I'm 29, about to be 30.
Okay. And you're still living at home with your mom and dad?
So right now I'm just living with the girlfriend and her family.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you've already, so you have moved out.
Not completely.
Okay. So like you went from so just to get an understanding, you went from your parents' place into your girlfriend's parents' place.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've never actually lived on your own, or at least you and your girlfriend haven't been on your own.
No.
Okay. And what's your biggest worry? What are you nervous about?
Failing, not being able to do it, living paycheck to paycheck, and not being able to, just kind of pull it off. Being, almost 30 years old, I feel like, people my age should probably have it figured out. So I think just kind of being left behind is my biggest my biggest fear with it.
What are you worried that you don't have figured out? Like, can you take care of yourself?
I can definitely take care of myself. I'd say my girlfriend takes care of me more than myself.
Okay, so no.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can the two of you afford to live on your own?
It's just barely. Like it's paycheck to paycheck. It's kind of like, do we stay at home and wait for this, housing market to crash, which I don't think it ever is going to happen.
No. So why don't you rent the place?
Renting, that's exactly just kind of what we're looking at, but it's just, everything's just so unaffordable here in Ottawa.
So you work, right?
Yeah, I work full time.
Okay. Does she work?
She works full time as well.
And you can't afford rent with both of you working full time?
So I believe we can. It's just the unknown for us. I've never done it. And it's just, we've looked into it. It's just a matter of, pulling the trigger, I guess.
Okay. So you're I don't know, like, are you worried that you're not going to have somebody to take care of you? Like, are you worried that you don't know how to buy groceries? Like, are you worried that you don't know how to do laundry? Are you worried that because you won't have somebody there to be accountable to? Like, what's the worry?
I'd say the worry is just more, okay, here's rent at the end of the month and all of our bills and all of our expenses. Oh, and by the way, here's your $500 that you get to play with for the rest of, your month, let's just say hypothetically.
Yeah, but who in your family didn't teach you any of this stuff?
My mother and father, I was coddled.
Yeah, that's a problem, man. And then
at least you know.
And then instead of going out on your own to try and sort of see what the world was like or learn these lessons young, you went and found another coddling family to live with.
Pretty much.
Hey, are they kicking you out? That's why you got to leave now?
So no, actually, they want us to stick around and make sure that we're established and make sure that we can obviously do it and have no worries. However, almost turning 30, it's definitely taken a toll on my mental health and just I just want to get out there. I want to experience what everyone else is experiencing around me, and it's just kind of it kind of puts me down in a way because it's like, well, everyone else is doing it. Why can't I? And I work twice as hard as anybody I know.
Do you feel like a man or a boy?
I feel like a boy.
You do. Yeah.
So that's why you want to move out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta start feeling like a man. And whatever that means, it means something different to every single person. But I can tell right now you are a 29-year-old boy.
Yep.
And it's not the so much moving out that you desire. It's the graduating from boyhood to manhood that you feel is necessary for you to move forward in life.
I agree.
So part of that is taking chances. Part of that is risking stuff. Part of that is failing. Part of that is surviving and doing what it takes. Boys don't have to do that stuff. That's like man work right there. And that's what I think that you need to realize is that it's not so much moving out, it's you're leveling up in life.
For sure.
But I think if you and your girlfriend are going to do this, we've said this like a million times to other people who have been in your situation or a similar situation, is you got to, financials, you got to put it all out there and budget and see exactly what it is you're spending a month and see where that money is going to go towards and figure out how much you're going to have at the end of the month. Like, you really got to figure that out so that you're not going into a situation where you can't afford rent in, let's say, 3 months' time.
For sure.
It's pretty easy, man. You just got to jump. You just got to jump. That's it.
I want to jump, man. Believe me, I want to jump.
Then do it.
I want to.
Yeah.
I definitely would want to give you guys the update for sure of, I finally made the jump and I'm no longer a boy, Roz.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be easy, right? Like, it's tough, man. Life is hard.
For sure.
It's hard, and you got it easy right now. And I understand not wanting to go into a difficult situation when you got it real easy, but you got to level up, man.
Make it happen.
I'm going to try, Mocha. I'm going to try.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Remember when Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey broke up and she started to date again, and then the rumor was that she would make guys sign NDAs.
Right. Makes sense. Lori Harvey, by the way, is the daughter of Steve Harvey, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So there's another story, Raven-Symone, who was on Howie Mandel's podcast, talking about actually making people she dated sign an NDA. Because the woman that she's married to now, during the getting to know phase when they were dating, right? Like, this woman, in the general interest of getting to know Raven-Symone, would be asking her questions. And then Raven-Symone, in her mind, was saying that, well, why are you asking me so many questions? Like, are you writing all this down for a tell-all, or are you going to go to the tabloids or anything like that? She was very skeptical, and then goes on to say this.
All of my relationships, especially when I started dating, I had to get people to sign NDAs. And it took me a while to wrap my head around it because it's just very impersonal, but someone in our position needs to do that.
When do you ask somebody when you're dating them? You'll go back to this story. Somebody asks you out. At what point in the date or the relationship do you say, I have some paperwork for you?
Before the naughty times come. I'm serious. Like, right before naughty time comes.
So you have paperwork on your nightstand?
Yes. Not always on the nightstand. It might happen the day before, whatever.
But I'm saying, so naughty time is coming. It's like the juices are flowing and you're getting ready, but you're ready, but you got to stop. What I'm saying, I'm just trying to understand. I've been married for 42 years. I'm from a different world. So you say, you know what I'm going to do to you after you sign this.
And it's gotten worse. Now they have consent forms. Now they have consent forms to where they're like, are you okay with are you okay with this? Can I do this? You can do this to me. And now that's a part of it now.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow. And I imagine with Raven that this was probably very, very beneficial for her if she was doing this before she was actually out as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because wasn't that the case? Like, because she hasn't always been out, right?
No.
So I imagine that happens a lot
she's
too.
37 now.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy though.
Being like a child star, like growing up in that Disney world, and not fully trusting people.
Well, it's difficult. Like, it used to be that the prenup was always the most difficult thing in any relationship. Where how do you bring that up? And is it a relationship killer? Is it all this stuff? But the NDA on new relationships is crazy, man.
I thought about. I mean, again, I'm not a celebrity, but I thought about doing something similar to protect myself when I was getting married.
Really?
And what, an NDA or a prenup?
Conversation?
No, more like an NDA type of thing. Just because, look, we are in the public, right? I mean, not to the extent of Raven-Symone, but just to sort of protect yourself. You just never know, right? I mean, I'm super paranoid about that stuff. Though,
Yeah.
But did you ever end up having that conversation?
Had the conversation, for sure.
What'd she say?
Wasn't really with it.
Yeah, I mean,
but I get it. I understand it's uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, but and because I think that it becomes like, God, it's the same thing. Like when you get a prenup, and then the argument is like, what do you think we're going to fail immediately? And you think like it's setting it up for something bad, and then when you ask for an NDA, it's the same thing. Like what, you don't trust me?
Yeah.
Like what do you think I'm going to like trash you? Like it's questioning the person's sort of like. Not even so much integrity, but it's like questioning the person's soul out of the gate, basically. And some people find that, a very, very tough thing to swallow.
But that's Raven-Symone talking about her dates prior to getting married, though. Her date signing an NDA.
Like, did she think, like, and also she sort of revealed something in there, right? That made it seem like she's got a stack of them. You know what I'm saying, Raven? You know what I'm saying,
copies
Raven?
on copies.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? There was something I wanted to talk to you about real quick. There's an anniversary.
Oh, 2 weeks since I whooped Shem in the race? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My God.
Love that memory.
2 weeks ago today.
Oh, I don't know if that's ever going to get old.
Nope, not in my house. It has no.
Oh, really?
All I hear is Shamroy. Come on, Shamroy.
All of my relationships, especially when I started.
Oh,
wow.
Come on, Shamroy, you can barely walk.
Shami, mom loves you, but you're in no shape to run anywhere but to the bathroom.
That's a joke.
Sorry, what was the other anniversary?
No, I was gonna say that my kid and I, Roxy and I, started watching Seinfeld from the beginning.
Oh, really?
From the very beginning. Like
so
the
you guys started with
very
episode
beginning.
1.
Yeah. And actually, season 1 was only like 5 episodes or something like that. Like it was
That's
really
when Kramer had a different name.
Yeah, and Jerry's dad was a different actor.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
and they kept changing his apartment. Like they kept changing the way that they shot the show and everything.
The diner was different.
The diner was different. I think George had like a regular job. He wasn't like a schlub. Yeah, it was the first season's really whack. Like Seinfeld, like it doesn't even feel like Seinfeld.
Prior to going through now, starting from the beginning, had Roxy seen any of the other episodes before?
So here's what happened, right?
Because she's 13 now.
Yes.
Completely out of her world. Seinfeld universe.
Normally, she doesn't like sitcoms, like classic sitcoms. She likes Modern Family and she likes 30 Rock and she likes all that stuff. She doesn't like the sort of one set laugh track kind of sitcom. It doesn't interest her. Young people don't like those things. But my ultimate goal is I want her to love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Gotcha.
Right?
Introductory here.
And this is the introductory, right? So I was like, hey, do you have any interest in watching Seinfeld? And she was like, meh, I don't know. So I went and I found the puffy shirt episode.
Oh, great. Yeah, classic.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's where we started.
Oh, okay.
So we went into like season 5, whatever it was, puffy shirt.
Yeah.
I was on the couch with her, watched her laugh her ass off, and then she was like, okay, go back to season 1. And then so we started from season 1.
Okay.
Right? So we did puffy shirt to sort of get her hooked.
Yeah.
And then we went back to season 1.
What does she think of it so far?
Loves it.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh, she
Okay.
loves it. Loves it.
So
loves
the
it,
jokes
loves it,
still
loves it.
stand up and like
yeah. Everything is totally good.
Did you find anything weird about it? Other than the look, because obviously
it's still
90s.
incredibly weirdly relevant.
It is.
I watch it every day.
There's stuff in early Seinfeld that, yeah, you're right, Maurie. Like it is incredibly relevant, and this was like a very long time ago that they did this. But I think that the thing with Seinfeld is that it used to have way more of Jerry on stage. Like you know those little moments.
Uh-huh.
It was like season 1. There was like 5 per episode of those little moments of where Seinfeld is
Like
on stage.
in between?
Like when you come back for commercials and stuff. Like Seinfeld will do another bit on stage.
Because I always thought, from my recollection, it was like always at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then sometimes at the very
Yes.
end.
Well, in season 1, it was sometimes during the show as well. Huh. Yeah. It was really crazy. And Kramer was so different. Like he was
he like
so
not normal, but like not as like
yeah,
kinda crazy,
like
rambunctious.
Yeah, like he wasn't that sort of like the characters weren't really developed yet, and like and Elaine, when Elaine showed up, they sort of half-assed their way through how Jerry and Elaine know each other and what their relationship was like, and that was kind of good. But their dynamic is very weird in season one, like
It's funny
very
too.
weird in season one.
I read in Seinfeldia, like the book on it.
Yeah.
And like how many times they had to fight with the network. The network hated the theme song at the very beginning and refused to use it. And now it's like iconic.
Well, didn't they do like they worked all of that, the kind of like real life behind the scenes of Seinfeld into later episodes? Remember when they were developing the TV show?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
With NBC?
Yeah. So, and it's interesting when you watch that first season of Seinfeld, right? Because it's 5 episodes and it's not so coherent. But when you realize what the show became, which is when they brought Seinfeld to an end, they offered Jerry Seinfeld $115 million to do one more season, and he turned it down.
Well, there's a reason.
$115 million. Just that was his salary, and he turned it down.
I wonder if he thought that maybe he'd make more, and maybe you know this, Maurie, being the expert, if he thought that he would make more doing a tour over the course of a year.
I think
with
he
less
was. I
dates.
think
Or
they
he was just
realized
done.
that it was just done.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he ended it there. In the book, it says he ended it when he ended it. It's a weird Beatles reference. Like he wanted it to last the same amount of time that the Beatles did. It was like, this is how it has to end.
Also one of the worst series finales.
Oh, the worst. I know.
Spoiler, don't tell Roxy
Yeah,
yet.
no, don't worry. We got a while.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Reading this story about this lawyer in the States who could have his entire career go up in smoke. He's been a lawyer for 30 years. Could go up in smoke because of ChatGPT.
Really? What'd he do?
So he's got this client who's trying to, an airline. Because when this client was on an airplane, the drink trolley went by and hit him in the knee.
Been there.
Right? So the airline is trying to get the case thrown out. So this lawyer ended up taking all the information, plugged it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT spits back what he should be presenting to the court, including previous cases that had been won similar fashion.
Oh.
However, every single one of these cases were made up.
No.
And the lawyer never cross-referenced to make sure that these cases that ChatGPT spit back at him were real or not. Just assumed based on all the information he gave ChatGPT.
Yeah.
He assumed that ChatGPT would like go looking on the internet and finding
Case files and everything else, rulings and precedent, all this stuff. So I didn't know that, so ChatGPT will just spit back like lies?
I guess.
Like if you, because I know that people are real worried, especially with schools and teachers, that, kids can put something in there and get a report back. And I know that they're now having to cross-reference reports with ChatGPT and other AI tools. But I didn't think, if you asked ChatGPT to do like a report on, I don't know, when Newfoundland became a province officially, right? Is it going to spit back lies or is it going to spit back the truth?
It's all in how you word it, right? Like if you just say, give me some previous cases or whatever, I've had that happen where you're like, hey, I looked that up, it's not true. And it goes, oh, sorry, I will do better next time.
How much time are you spending with the machines, Maurie?
Too much if you ask me.
Too much.
I love ChatGPT.
To do what? What are you doing with ChatGPT?
Sometimes I'll write a letter and I'm like, can you please correct the spelling and grammar on this and make it sound
Spell
better?
check does that.
And it still doesn't work.
I know. I know.
See? Case files and spelling.
I know. Have you used ChatGPT for anything you put on the show?
I cannot confirm or deny.
What have you used ChatGPT for?
I've had it write some stuff.
Like what?
Like what?
Some shout outs.
Oh my God.
God, man.
You asked.
Damn, Maurie. Damn. You're going to be the reason we all go extinct. It's going to be guys like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be guys like you. You're the one. See, I'm not going to mess around with that stuff.
This judge in this case has ordered a hearing next month to, quote, discuss potential sanctions.
He needs a lawyer.
Against this lawyer now. Because the folks that work at the court and then obviously the airline company that these people are trying to sue went to cross-reference all these cases.
And they don't exist.
And they don't exist. And they're like, wait, where'd you get this info?
But so what are you looking for, though, in a case like that? You're in the seat, the drink cart hits you in the leg. Like, what is that worth to you? Because in America, that's worth millions.
Yeah.
Right? Millions. In the real world, what's that worth? Like one of those little bottles of wine. Right?
Like a free bottle of wine.
Yeah, they flew that. You know what I mean? She's like, the flight attendant's super apologetic. They're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And then they reach in and they just sort of slip you one. They see what you're drinking and then they just like put one in your lap, give you a wink. Case closed.
Yeah. And
Right?
I'm like, cool. Guess what? Money feels better.
Yes. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm allergic to this building, man. I don't know what's going on.
Is it the building or people in it?
I don't know. I feel great when I'm outside of this building, and I walk into this building, and I just start like coughing. I'm all congested. I'm sneezing. I got people blessing me more than I'd like.
Hey, man, no wrong with being blessed.
You know what I mean? Too much, though. Like,
what's too much?
Okay. Like, once. Not
Just
on every
one bless you?
sneeze. It's annoying.
Wait, so too many people blessing you as in
no,
they're too many individuals, or it's an individual blessing you too many times?
No, I think that if you are in the presence of somebody who sneezes, right, and you are a bless you type of person, and you say bless you, that's it. You're done, right? So if I sneeze again like 5 minutes later, well, you gotta mind your business.
What if it's an hour later?
No.
So one bless you for the day.
I would even say, nah, I don't need it, right? Like,
I'll take
I'm
as
fine.
many as I can get.
What do they say? What's the Hebrew? I used to know what that was. Somebody said it to me one time.
Lebriot.
What? No. It's something different. I used
Gesundheit?
No, Gesundheit. That sounds very German to me, Maury. Gesundheit. Right?
Heisenberg?
Not Heisenberg. No. But I'm all stuffed up.
Oh, that's Breaking Bad, right?
Yes, that's the guy who sells
What about
meth.
the Seinfeld one?
That's the guy.
That's Walter White's alter ego, right? Heisenberg. Stupid.
Yes, Heisenberg.
You're not thinking L'chaim.
No.
It is, but it's
Just
Gesundheit.
no, Mazel it's tov. not.
I don't need to Google. It's Gesundheit. I've said it a million
it's
times.
Not. It's not, Maury. What did you just look up right now? Are you just...
Bless you in Hebrew is Gesundheit.
No. After a sneeze. What do you say after a sneeze? Not bless you. You could say that after anything. After somebody successfully lands from a parachute. I don't know.
What?
What do you say? What do they say in Hebrew after somebody sneezes? Somebody said it to me one time, and I didn't mind that one.
God bless you?
Yeah, Lebriot.
God bless you. No, but man, I'm stuffed up. Are you not stuffed up in here?
No, I'm okay.
You're
now.
not, eh?
Like, periodically, I know exactly what you're going through.
It's crazy.
Periodically, I come in here, and same thing. As soon as I walk in this room, like 5 minutes later,
yeah,
I start sneezing like crazy.
Yeah.
I've had 3 bleeding noses here this week.
Ew.
That's so gross.
From what?
Why
Yeah,
is
but
that?
you also like shove your fingers in your nose so high,
Thank
and you
you.
dig very hard inside of your nose.
But I
think
it's
you're the
only
cause
blood
of that.
here. It's only blood here.
That's so gross.
Yeah, I know, but you do a lot of digging here. You do some of your best work in that little room. Because you're on camera. You're on camera all the time.
Yeah, the noises that come out of this
Shem's
room.
looking at me like I have a disease.
Maybe that's what I'm allergic to.
Yeah, it's probably,
Maybe that's what I'm allergic to.
it's whatever Maurie's expelling from his
Yes,
body.
yes, whatever you're harvesting,
Yeah.
right? I'm obviously allergic to.
Yeah,
Patient
Heisenberg.
one.
Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Would you live in a neighborhood where all the street names were named after Pokemon characters?
No.
Because that's what's happening.
I don't know anything about Pokemon, though. I'm not of that generation, man.
In Henderson, Nevada, a neighborhood will have all the streets in the community named after characters from Pokemon. Shem.
That's where I got married.
In
Is it?
Henderson?
Henderson, Nevada. Yeah.
Isn't that where the famous brothel is?
Couldn't
Yo, you didn't get married at the brothel, did you?
No.
Oh.
Probably still be married.
Did you meet at the brothel?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
So street names like Jigglypuff Place.
Well, I would
Charmander Lane.
There's definitely a brothel on Jigglypuff Place.
Snorlax Lane.
There's definitely.
So how did this make it through? The construction manager for this community said this, told Fox News this.
One night I came home from work and I was kind of bouncing street names off of my kids. And then one of my kids was like, what about Pokemon? Because at this time, Pokemon Go was really, really huge. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's super cool. Let's try it and see what happens.
And then it went through. And now the signs are all up there.
So like it's not even like a publicity thing? Like they didn't even do like some deal with Pokemon to get like the people behind Pokemon to pay for
all the signs are
roads
in
and stuff
the,
like this?
in the community. Like the houses are still being built.
Right.
And I guess for publicity and part of the news story, the signs are already up on all the streets.
Those signs are going to get stolen and sold on eBay.
Oh, for sure.
In no time.
This exact same development company is building another community in North Las Vegas, which will feature street names inspired by characters on Yellowstone.
Really?
Yeah.
Rip Road?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right?
Rip Road. What else would we have? Dutton Place?
I guess Dutton. Yeah.
Jamie Avenue?
Yeah.
That's boring.
It is. It is. What else you got there?
Beth Street?
Yeah. Oh, I want to live on Teeter. You know what I'm saying?
Teeter Ave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, Teeter.
Yeah. I'm going to take Maurie to the train station, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I don't get it, but I don't get it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I have not heard this Madonna, this new Madonna song that The Weeknd teased about. Because Madonna's got like a couple of new collabs coming out. We know Sam Smith announced that they have a collaboration with Madonna. And that's coming out in a couple of weeks. And then The Weeknd for his Idol show that I think starts on Sunday on HBO, right?
Yes, it does. And the song comes out this Friday.
And then the song is out tomorrow because he's releasing a soundtrack. I guess he curated the whole thing.
Yes. Yeah. He's like musical director of the show. Is that the Sam Smith Madonna one?
Yeah, that's why she said Sam and Madonna.
Oh, that's Sam and Madonna?
Yeah, that's the Sam and Madonna one.
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so good.
Where's we don't have the one with The Weeknd?
No, there was no sample for that. That's just a pre-order.
No, that's the Sam Smith one.
Let me get it out again.
Okay, Drek. I feel bad for the people who have spent an incredible amount of hard-earned money to see Madonna live on this new tour.
I spent so much.
Because, first of all, Madonna is notorious for changing the arrangements of her biggest songs.
I don't think she will for this one.
Notorious. And I think that what you're going to get is 2 hours of that with her singing Papa Don't Preach lyrics over
I
it.
disagree because this is a greatest hits tour.
There's no way.
A lot of us are saying that this will be her final tour.
There's no way.
That we're going to get the way we want it.
Nope. There's no way.
You don't follow her on social. She's posting a lot of teases and she's doing the arrangements the way we love it. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best show.
I don't know,
It's
man.
unfortunate that you haven't bought tickets.
Boughten. That's the favorite part.
Has the tour started already?
No, she's still in rehearsals.
When does it start?
I don't know when the first date is, but it's coming up very soon.
Yeah. It's coming up very soon. So if you haven't bought your tickets yet.
We bought ours for the Monday.
Are you going to be disappointed, Maurie? Or will you and Matthew be disappointed if she does remix versions of all those songs?
Absolutely. That's Matthew's biggest fear is that we're going to be there going, why the hell? She always does Like a Virgin the wrong way.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, so why do you want to spend the money for this then?
Because we're hoping that she doesn't.
Her last tours, she didn't play classic arrangements.
No. But because this is a greatest hits, we're like, what if she does it perfectly?
I highly doubt it. I don't think she has it in her. I think that she has so far removed herself from that. And she feels that she has evolved. And you remember when like directors, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas went back and they started changing things like Star Wars and E.T. and all that stuff, right? Like I think that that's sort of where Madonna is, where she just is so far removed. Like to her, those songs have evolved. Like those
She wants
songs
to modernize them a bit?
they don't exist in her world anymore in that way. And
you know who does that? Who I saw did that as well, and who's notorious, even though she only has one album, is Lauryn Hill. Anytime she goes on tour,
really?
Yeah, she performs alternate versions of Miseducational Lauryn Hill.
Nobody wants that.
It's such a ripoff.
Yeah, and you feel for the fans, right?
Yes.
For the fans,
Especially since we had to wait 2 hours for her to hit the stage.
2 hours?
When her last show, she was insanely late.
Who, Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
2 hours?
Yes.
She's notorious for that.
Yeah.
Jeez. And then you come out and she just does the different arrangements? I couldn't, man. I couldn't. But yeah, I think that you guys are in for like a real rude awakening with this Madonna tour. I really do. Based on what this is.
Oh my God. I
the
can't
Sam
wait.
Smith Madonna?
That Sam Smith song's going to be epic.
Sam and
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is, got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Vanessa, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Well, I think I just need to know, is it still a breakup if we still hang out?
Is it still a breakup if you still hang out? Vanessa, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. After being married for 30 years, wow, we decided to separate in 2020. The decision to separate was necessary, but that's not the main concern here. However, over the past year and a half, we have continued to spend time together. We attend various social events together, such as weddings, engagements, and birthdays. During this time, he has expressed the need for space and time to work through certain issues from our marriage. Although we still go on trips together, our relationship remains platonic with no intimacy. I find myself questioning how much more time I can give. I long to feel wanted, needed, loved, and appreciated. Wow.
Well, you are in every right to feel those feelings. Have you guys talked about it? Like why, like everything that you said to us, why the relationship continues to be this way?
We have discussed, of course, a few times, and it's still on his end more working through things.
Okay, well, what they like? Okay, first of all, are you still living in the same house?
No,
Okay.
oh, absolutely not.
Okay, so what things does he feel like he needs to work on?
Well, that's the issue, is that there's no specific feedback on that. And that's what I would like to know as well.
Is he seeing other people? Like, is he being intimate
No.
with anybody? He's not.
No.
Okay, so why aren't you guys intimate? If you do everything else, that seems pretty easy.
I think that's the hardest piece.
I mean, it seems to me that he, like, I guess, loves you or finds you extremely convenient. But after 30 years, I mean, I don't know, like, it's a difficult thing to sort of cut somebody completely out of your life. I think that he doesn't want the hassle of being married to you. Maybe he's not into having sex with you, but he doesn't want to be alone.
Probably, that's a good question. And I think that's
The question that needs to be answered. So you're married for 30 years, but how long had you been together?
35.
35. Okay, so after 35 years, you know, he is, to Ross's point, he's comfortable, right? This is the only life that he's known for the past 35 years. So I guess maybe for him, and he'll be able to tell you, like, he doesn't know how to let go of this part of his life because it's such a routine.
Yeah, we were
right?
apart in the beginning when we first broke up. We were apart. And
yeah. But even when you
for
were
about a year.
apart at that time, like, it was just, he wasn't used to it. He didn't know what life would be like without this part, without you in it, without the family dynamic in it.
Are you guys just separated or are you divorced?
We're legally separated.
So I think that after 30 years, this is a very, very difficult thing. And and do you obviously want to move on. You want somebody in your life who loves you, makes you feel wanted and appreciated, right?
I definitely do.
Okay, so this cannot happen when you're still doing the thing with your ex. Because I'll tell you what, no guy's going to stand for that.
And they shouldn't have to.
You are not able to move on while you're still having a non-sexual relationship with your ex-husband in the way that you do, where you guys, travel together and you do all these activities together and you just you're very comfortable for each other. And that's the dangerous part, is that you get so comfortable that, years pass and you're like, what the hell did we just do? Because neither of you has the sort of guts to do what is needed, which is start over.
I think I agree with that, actually.
Have you told him, Vanessa, like what you were saying to us? You want to feel wanted, needed, loved, and appreciated?
Yes.
And what did he say?
Times.
What has he said in response to that?
He needs time.
Okay,
Give me time.
No. I know, but what he's asking you to do is sit around and wait for him.
Yep.
He doesn't know that you have desires to go and find the things that you feel that you need from someone else.
Right.
That's the conversation you need to have, that it ain't him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to be okay with you living your own life and not going to things together like weddings or engagement parties or family gatherings or social events.
I think that's very on point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it's fair. It's fair for you.
It's very fair. Very fair.
You're not there to
keep up appearances.
Yeah, but exactly. But you're not there to be his thing. He seems like he needs a lot while he's working on stuff, but not enough that he wants you to work through it with him. He obviously wants to do this part of it alone, but he doesn't want to fully be alone. And maybe he loves you, doesn't want to have sex with you, still wants to travel with you. But you're not his everything. And that's not any sort of relationship whatsoever. And after 30 years, I think that you need to say, hey, listen, it ain't you. Like, I want all this stuff, and I know you're working on yourself, but it ain't you. It's not going to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, Vanessa?
Very much so.
Okay.
I think you're going to have another conversation to have with your ex soon.
It sounds like another one.
Right? Direct and straight to the point.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you guys are the best.
Okay, love you, Vanessa.
You can ask me the question?
Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Well, again, I listen to you guys all the time. You guys are so amazing. Mocha, congrats on the race. I knew you would do it.
Thank you. Yeah, but?
I would have to say that Roz is, just because of all the valuable information, the honesty, the directness of his feedback to all the FMLs.
Yo, but I won the race, Vanessa.
Yeah.
I beat Shem in 100. I wasn't close at all. No.
Let me have this. Let me have the win, man.
The only win you'll get.
Thank you. Oh man,
you guys are solid.
Take care, Vanessa. Love you.
Thank you,
Love
Vanessa.
You Bye.
Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Man, Scottie Pippen hates Jordan, huh?
Yeah.
Now, unless you followed the story back in the day and really delved into the rumors, nobody really knew the relationship between Jordan and Pippen until the Last Dance documentary on Netflix came out.
But
because it was always rumored, but you never really heard either of them talk about what it was like to play on the same team. Because you always saw Jordan and Pippen as the 1-2 combo for the Chicago Bulls.
But there's a lot of people who
built that
didn't,
dynasty.
who didn't even know there was a problem until The Last Dance.
Correct. Yes.
Right? Like, I don't know if Scottie Pippen knew the relationship was as bad as it was until The Last Dance.
When he heard Jordan just say everything, right?
Like, I think he was under the impression that it was like kind of good, like kind of okay.
Yeah, Mike is not the easiest teammate.
And since then, you know, the conversation is always about like the beef, right? And what didn't make matters better was the fact that Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
That's hard to swallow,
They've been dating for a while now, right?
That's a very difficult situation in that.
But listen to Scottie Pippen jump on IG talking about great basketball players, and he's kind of like talking about how LeBron James is going to go down in history as the greatest basketball player of all time.
Oh, interesting.
And then brings up Michael Jordan's name.
LeBron will be the greatest statistical guy to ever play the game of basketball. And there's no comparison to him. None. So, does that make him the greatest player to ever play the game? I'll leave that out for debating because I don't believe that there's a great player because our game is a team game and one player can't do it. Like, I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with. He was all one-on-one. He's shooting bad shots. And all of a sudden, we become a team and we start winning. Everybody forgot who he was.
The hate, like everything's coming out now. Wow. Everything you could throw at the guy.
Well, I'll tell you, because in The Last Dance, you know, the one thing that Michael Jordan was accused of is erasing everybody else's legacy, right? Where it came full circle, where it became all about Michael Jordan. And I think that
because he was a franchise.
I think that that's what pissed a lot of people off.
He wasn't just a franchise for the Bulls. He was the franchise for the entire NBA.
Yeah, no, he was. But I don't think people were aware of just how much Michael Jordan actually thought about that until The Last Dance. And I think that now when you got Scottie Pippen out here being like, you know,
he's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with.
Who says that? That's crazy. Like, who says that about Michael Jordan? And you would say, okay, if there's anybody on the face of the earth that could say something negative about Michael Jordan, you would be like, maybe Scottie Pippen could, but why would he? There's no way. And it's Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. I would, if you would ask me that question, I'd be like, oh, Rodman for sure. Dennis Rodman would say something not only about Jordan, but like about everybody else. But when you have Scottie Pippen jumping online saying things
like, he's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with.
Tell us how you really feel, Scottie.
See, I'll tell you though, with Rodman, right? Because I think that Rodman is in his own sort of world because Rodman wasn't trying to be Jordan, right? Rodman was his own guy. And he did his own thing that Jordan did not, right? Yeah. And that sort of made Rodman like put him in his own world. But I think that Scottie, it was always the duo. Like when you compare, like when you talk about, you know, Draisaitl and McDavid, it's like who's the best team duo in sports? And they're always compared to Jordan and Pippen. And I think that Pippen has forever felt that what made them great was they had each other, right? And now he's realizing that that's just not the case.
Yeah. He's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, CAA has announced their or revealed their list of Ontario's top 10 worst roads for 2023. This was all voting done by the people. And once again, I don't know how year after year, this street keeps popping up at number one. And they still haven't been able to figure it out or get it fixed.
Oh, damn. Is it in Toronto?
No.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I don't go anywhere.
That takes away my guess. I was going to say Bathurst.
No. Bathurst is not on the top 10.
Bathurst is nothing like... I mean, they've really cleaned Dufferin up the last couple of years, but Dufferin was a disaster forever.
Top 10 worst roads for 2023.
Okay.
Number 1, Barton Street in Hamilton. Barton Street comes up on the top of this list, or at least in the top 5 every single year.
Yeah,
I don't know that road.
Eglinton Avenue West for Toronto.
Yep.
County Road 49 in Prince Edward. Carling Avenue in Ottawa. Finch Avenue West in Toronto. Steeles Avenue East in Toronto. Aberdeen Avenue in Hamilton. Lakeshore Boulevard East in Toronto. And Hurontario Street in Mississauga.
guarantee next year Wellington's going to be on that list.
Willington?
Wellington.
Oh, where, in the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're out in the Niagara region, Portage Road came in at number 1.
Damn. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at pictures of Barton Street.
Terrible, right?
First of all, it looks like it's a ghost town. Like,
ain't nobody want to drive down that street.
Like,
Anyone in Hamilton will tell you that.
Yeah, it's really something.
If you are familiar with the Niagara region, because when you go to the CAA website, you can like do a little bit of a deeper dive into some of the regions.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I bring up Niagara is because these streets, like I've been on, and it makes sense as to why these are on the list of top 10 or some of the top worst roads in Ontario. Ontario Street in St. Catharines, Lundy's Lane, Niagara Falls. And Lundy's Lane is like heavily populated.
Really?
That's the street. That's the road.
Is it?
They haven't been able to figure that out? Come on.
But like Barton Street to me in Hamilton doesn't look like it doesn't like the stores don't even look like they're open. Like it looks like a ghost town, like the Wild West.
Because nobody wants to drive down the street.
But I don't think anybody wants to be on that street.
If you are in Hamilton,
there's no life.
The top 5 worst roads in Hamilton specifically. So Barton Street East, number 1.
Yeah.
Aberdeen Avenue is number 2. Okay. Main Street West is number 3. Burlington Street East is number 4.
Damn.
And I hope I'm saying this right, but Rymall Road East in Hamilton.
Damn. Like this road's so old, like underneath the asphalt, it looks like it's made of wood.
It probably is.
Like it really does.
Brings you back, huh, Ross?
Shut up.
Damn. Oh, wow. Sing.
Shut up.
How come I don't get the sound effect?
You did.
I'll give you. How about this sound effect? You're fired.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.